2023 was a fantastic year for the Mikrowave1 channel. I'm going to put up some statistics right now to show you how the channel has grown this year.
Okay guys, I know it's embarrassing that I was on YouTube so long ago. Some of you creators that are in my lane were not even born yet. Maybe Jim W6LG was. Okay. Actually, I first started uploading my older videos in 2011. So not that long ago. But still, I think this is a fairly mature channel as far as ham radio and electronics channels go. By the end of the year, I was over 3,000 new subscribers. I mean, I'm not yet in the top 10 with these longer format, meatier type of project videos, but I am scratching at the door. So watch out, guys. 80 uploads. Remember, I did that crazy shorts experiment for 1 month, so really you can lop 30 off that. But I really have enjoyed all the comments from such a devoted crowd of builders, experimenters, shortwave listeners, and hams. Of course, the videos with the widest, most universal and entertaining areas, that is, content that's fun to watch, always gets the most views.
3,000 additional subscribers, that's not bad. But, 2023, as much as I got out because I've been retired since June, people have been asking me, what's going on in your head? Are there any more ideas? Seems like you've been focusing on a lot of tube stuff. You ever going to get back to solid state? You guys want some more solid state projects. And I'm thinking of a couple that might be interesting to people. With 10 meters pretty much wide open right now with the sunspot cycle, I think that perhaps a 10 meter single sideband or double sideband transceiver that would operate in the novice portion or the beginners portion in 10 meters where there's quite a bit of activity, but perhaps a small QRP transceiver, something pretty simple that we could work on, might be a nice project. It might even develop into a printed circuit board. Another thing that I've been chewing on for a while is a 80-40 meter project that was first developed for novices back in the late 50s, early 60s. It was called the Simple X Super. And the Simple X Super was basically a tunable converter, a single tube, that worked into a crystal filter, a single crystal filter, and then it went into a regenerative receiver that was tuned to the IF frequency. So imagine a regenerative stage, and that stage also, of course, was a detector, and then it went into an audio amplifier. So that's a very, very simple receiver topology, but solid stated. Another classic project that we could consider is a super regenerative receiver for AM for the 10 meter band. This is a very simple solid state circuit that I think a lot of people would appreciate, and they could pick up CB and 10 meter AM and maybe even a little bit of 10 meter FM quite easily with a project like that. I just received a beautiful box of books from my friend Stephen in London. A lot of these vintage books we don't see this side of the pond. I mean, this one, I opened it up and what was inside but a push-pull regen. I never even heard of a push-pull regen. It even had like a center tap tickler coil. So there's lots of interesting things here. This is a nice collection of books. I got a whole bunch of Soviet Union USSR parts here, classic semiconductors from the East, and all kinds of vacuum tubes with weird numbers on them that I can't understand, you know. But this is going to be fun to work with some of these exotics here in the Mikrowave1 world. Now, some of you were making fun of my Chinese meter, and of course my Chinese meter has been degrading over this year. You know, it doesn't really like high voltage, and you know, I have to fool with it now to get it to work on the ranges. So, you know, look at what showed up. Huh? Come on! A fluke meter? What am I, coming into the, you know, the 1980s or something here? Wow, a real fluke meter. You know, I picked up some parts at that Antique Wireless Association meet, and like there was this whole box of dials, and you know how I love that kind of stuff for shortwave receivers and things. Speaking of regens, do you remember that steampunk regen that we were playing with towards the end of last year? I'm going to get back to that and get that repaired. And we need to get back into some more solid states, so I think that's where I'm going to focus at first. One of the kickoff projects for 24 is going to be a very complicated and very sophisticated regenerative receiver with 20 active components. Okay, you know, you're used to the all 1 or 2 tube regen, or maybe 3 transistors or something like that. Well, let's try a self-regulating regen. And you don't have to fiddle with anything. It just automatically handles the mode. So it's a totally analog system too. No microprocessor. You guys are going to be interested in this project as we get into it. So first of all, Wayne, thanks for sending this with all of this separate information that came with block diagrams and all kinds of schematics and improvements. Let's see what we got here. What kind of regen could be so complicated that it needs more than 2 or 3 transistors? Or a couple of valves? You know, does a regen really need to have 20 semiconductors to operate? I don't know. But let's open this baby up. Wow, this is professional. Documentation. Lots of documentation coming. Wow. Holy, holy, holy. Oh my God, look at this. Regenerative receiver. I mean, there's digital readouts, there's parts of all kinds. Guys, I don't know where we're going here, but this is definitely going to be one of those big 2024 projects here at Mikrowave 1. Wow, I wish you could see through this. This is a digital display of some kind. This is a real project that I've been sent to evaluate and integrate and all that good stuff. So let's get ready for another year, and all this talk about, oh, are you running out of ideas? No, I'm not running out of ideas. There's all kinds of ideas here at the Mikrowave1 channel, and we're going to get into some things that maybe you haven't seen before this year. So stand by for 2024. You guys enjoyed that little transmitter I made for 10 meter AM, the junk box rig? That really took up quite a few weeks of the last year. But I'm looking forward to this year. A lot more going on at Mikrowave1 channel.